are back with Simply Clarifying, episode 22, Mother Truckers. Yes! 22 of these can be found online, I was going to say. YouTube, Facebook, Apple, iHeart, all kinds of things. You know what? You can go ahead and Google Simply Clarifying and shit will pop up. I just told that to TikTok people and they didn't care. But I know that you do because you're here with me. Anyway, let's move on. This one, episode 22, this is a very, very common situation, I feel, especially for people with partners or kids, okay? And this episode is called Me Time versus Sleep. This is a horrible choice that so many people have to choose between. And it is gut-wrenching some days. Some days you just know that you need to fucking shut down and shut off the world, not look at anything, not think, not talk, not anything. You just need to fucking sleep, right? You need your body to regenerate itself, to turn everything off, manual reset, right? Hard reset. And yet, even though we know that, especially us moms, even though we fucking know that, we choose the nighttime hours to have to our fucking selves. Whether that means we're reading a book, watching some crime TV, catching up on I don't know, I say Lifetime special, but I don't watch that shit. Catching up on a show, doing a puzzle, even if it's just staring at the fucking wall and no one is saying, Mom, 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 Mom. We just revel in the silence and the calm and the dark. It is the most magical time of the day because everyone else is fucking asleep. Yeah, it's great. So, revenge bedtime procrastination is what some people call it. Let's see. It's the ultimate trade-off. Revenge bedtime procrastination. You're staying up because it's the only part of the day where you aren't a worker, a partner, or a responsible adult. Good God, I should get that as a fucking tattoo because that is the story of my goddamn life. Seriously. You want that me time to reclaim your agency, but then you lose sleep. It's a very twisted cycle. And some days you fall victim to, the exhaustion and you end up, at least this happens to me. When I plan on staying up because the day has just fucking run me over and I just want to be done with the people part of it, right? I don't want the day to end because I just want people to not exist in it. I just want to be to myself doing whatever the fuck I want to do, even if that means nothing at all. That's my choice. That is my choice. That is my time. When I decide that I'm going to spend my evening like that, and then I fucking fall asleep at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock, I am so pissed off the next day. Not because I got more sleep. Like, yeah, okay, your body needs it, and there's nothing wrong with it. Whatever. Okay, that's time that now my day has fucking reset, and now I am 16, 15, 14, whatever, so many hours away from even the possibility of getting to do that again. It sucks. It sucks. The quality over quantity thing. I can sit here and completely tell you that I can survive and be totally fine 5 hours of sleep. That's usually what I'm at. I'm usually between 5 and 6 is my range. Oh, but you're supposed to get between 8 and 9 hours of sleep. Yeah, okay, no. Nope. No. You know why? Because my kids don't actually all fall down until like 9:30. 9 fucking 30 is when I can tap the fuck out. Unless it's on a weekend. On a weekend, it's like, do what you want. There's no school tomorrow. There's no alarms. We don't have shit we need to do. There are no appointments. So I can kind of check in, like tonight. I will be doing that tonight. I can kind of check in and like create more me time because they also get their own me time. So it's totally fine. But when it comes to like the grind week, the grinding days where you're like, fuck, my alarm's gonna go off at 6, school this, appointments that, work this, kids that, like all of these things constantly rag us through the fucking week, just choking us the fuck out. And yet we still, at least me, I will take 2 hours of solid video games or true crime or whatever. I will take that with ice cream, popcorn, a fucking Pepsi. I don't even know. I don't even care at that point. The important thing is it's dark, it's quiet, and I'm not needed. I don't have to do anything. There are some of those days where you're like, I could put the laundry away. I could do, but you don't want to fucking do that. That's wasting your time too. You might as well be asleep. That's the time I choose sleep. Okay. That's not very often. So I don't feel that kind of guilt like that. I just feel really bad when I don't get my me time. And so many people, I know yesterday's episode was like people waiting for the right time and one day and all that stuff. Yeah. So sleep is a really righteous act of self-care, and like there are some people that can't function without 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep. I couldn't fucking imagine. Like I'm one of those people, if I sleep too long, because I guess I've not done that for a very long time, I actually feel worse if I get more sleep for whatever reason. I don't know. I just feel more exhausted when I get more sleep. I don't know. It's a weird phenomenon. But with all of the people that I have to deal with through the day, with all the things, the phone calls, the emails, the remember this and you got to do that and we got to get this and the mom, all that crap, it fucking weighs you down. Okay? It weighs me down. So I am constantly at that line where I see the sun going down outside and it's like, oh, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? Most of the time, I'm choosing me time. And the shittiest times are when I fucking fall. And I just pass out. That's just, I get irritated, but like nothing I can do. I'm fucking dead to the world now, so it is what it is. But let me see. What are the repercussions of choosing, me time over sleep? Let's just see. The cognitive, okay. Let's see. The dopamine trap. Doesn't sound good. Scrolling or watching TV at 1 a.m. gives you a quick hit of freedom, but it's low quality leisure. Psh, says you. You aren't actually recharging. You're just delaying the inevitable tomorrow. Yes, exactly that. You're goddamn right I am. You're right. Because I know that once the sun goes down, I have X amount of time before I have to check out, close my body down, and open my eyes to the clock fucking resetting itself. You're absolutely right. The cognitive tax. Sacrificing sleep for Netflix nukes your executive function the next day. You'll be more irritable and less productive, which usually leads to a more stressful day, which makes you crave revenge time even more tonight. It's a vicious cycle. Okay. Again, I'm somebody that maybe because my body's just all I'm so without enough sleep, I guess, that if I get too much, I don't feel productive. I feel like I've lost time. And if I lost time, then I obviously have, I could have done something in that time instead of sleep. Like that's how I start to think. Now that might be wrong way to think, but I mean, I'm kind of fuckered up like that, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. The quality over quantity fix. If you gotta want it, then you have to want a better life, not just a later night. Try the 10-3-2-1-0 rule to structure your evening so you get a power hour of me time earlier, allowing you to hit the pillow without feeling cheated. What? 10-3-2-1-0 rule. What? The verdict, if you're truly exhausted, sleep is the ultimate act of self-care. If you're just bored, set a hard 20-minute timer for your me time and then shut it down. I don't like what this is saying. This is not, no, 20 minutes, even an hour. You're telling me I have to be a slave to the day for, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours a day to do all of my adulting, momming, wifing, householding, working, teaching, driving, cleaning, cooking, thinking, nurturing, caring, blah, for 15, 16 hours, and I get an hour allotted to myself? Go fuck yourself. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Are you staying up because you're actually enjoying what you're doing, or are you avoiding tomorrow morning? Both, motherfucker. Both. What do you mean? What do you even mean? You know what? I'm about to fight with AI real quick. Let me see. Is it better? Let me see. How do we phrase this? Is it better to stay up later, doing things for me instead of sleeping? Sleeping more. Let's see what it says. Cocky son of a bitch. It depends on what those things are, but psychologically, I can't read, apparently. Physiologically, Christ almighty, sleep usually wins. If you are staying up for low effort stimulation, i.e. scrolling mindless TV, you are essentially trading your tomorrow for a hollow tonight. Unbelievable. I could not disagree more. You know, these things usually helpful, but I'm not buying it. I stand by my, my hollow evenings of video games, book reading, whatever, movie, whatever the fuck I want to do, son of a bitch. Let me see what else it says. However, if you are using that time for deep fulfillment, like a hobby you love or genuine reflection, the trade-off might be worth the occasional grogginess. Okay, well, you fucking redeemed yourself, and you're lucky for that, because it is worth it to me and a lot of people. In fact, some people, I don't know why, some people feel guilty for doing things at night when they could be doing other things. And a lot of these things come down to moms, and it comes down to, well, there's 3 loads of laundry that could be folded. Now, kids are in bed, okay? There's 3 loads of laundry that could be folded right now. Or I could read 3 chapters of my book. Both I can do tomorrow. Both I possibly could have done today, but there's been a lot of other things. Now the kids are asleep. I have this time. How am I going to use it? I could do the laundry. It's not a detrimental thing, but I really want to read the book. When's the last time I even picked up the fucking book? The people who go for the laundry and then end up getting really tired and going to sleep and then waking up the next day and they're like, I wish I would have read the book. Read the fucking book. Laundry can wait, okay? Laundry can wait. There is definitely a fulfillment. Doesn't matter what this motherfucker says. There's definitely a fulfillment when you choose the me time. That is, put a label on it. Self-care, mental preservation, whatever you want to call it. To make you feel better. It's needed, okay? There is no revenge cost. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. If sleeping 8 hours a day was a mandatory situation, yeah, I'd be guilty of fucking jipping several hours off that clock. But at the same time, I would rather have that time because it gives me back part of my day and lets me fucking relax. It is the fucking fulfillment. It's a psychological win for me. Like, I sleep the best, okay? If I know, there are some things that I like to do. If it's like on a weekend. Okay, this is where I have the guilt thing a little bit. On a weekend day, my husband can go play a video game for hours. Doesn't matter what time of the day. Like, if he wants to go dive in, he could dive in. You know, he's not thinking about the dishes, the laundry, the this, the that, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm wired a little bit differently. You know, if there is laundry that needs to be started, all right, I'm going to start that. I'm going to, you know, make sure everything else is kind of straight. And then when it comes to, like, kids and stuff, like, I can't just disappear for hours for me time in the middle of the day. So I'll get us all together to do something, whether it's a game or, forced family time is what we call it, what they call it, whatever. And so after doing that, like, I feel like I've checked off certain things so that if I do want to tap into some me time and it's not pitch black outside, it's not 10, 11, 12 o'clock, at night or whatever, then yeah, I do that. And there are just some people that feel so bad. Like, they're just not, like, they haven't earned it. Bitch, please. Okay? Please. When you compare the rest of your day and how much of yourself you give to everything, everyone, the trade-off is unreal. Okay? It's unreal. Especially when you realize that all of these things and people, they're not giving that share back to you. Not really. So why do we feel so bad like that? Why do we do that? And that, when you're doing that throughout the day, it's for the people who are, for the night owls who have this problem, this challenge, the me time versus sleep. I mean, it's not something that's, I guess I don't see it as a tax. I see it as, it's not like a survival thing either. Like, honestly, if I wanted to shut myself in the room for the day and be like, all right, well, this is mom's day. The whole day is me time, blah, blah, blah. My family would probably worry about me like I'm having a little bit of a breakdown. It's just one of those... I don't know. It's just one of those, it's just one of those things. There isn't a right answer to me. I understand that you need sleep. I do get that. I understand fully. My husband is someone who uses a hell of a lot of sleep. That dude could fall asleep anytime, anywhere. He could sleep 10 hours and still wake up, and it's not enough. He could tell me he wanted more. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the weirdo, but I definitely, maybe it's because the mom has a little bit more. Like, we spread ourselves over way more categories, especially in the house throughout the day. Like, we've got a lot of little things we're in there that's cataloged in there. And I feel like every single day we have to go through these mental checklists and make sure that everything's been done, everyone's been fed, clean, all the bills are paid, everything. Like, there's so much going on in the mom brain, especially, that just to think of not having time to do anything. Like, yeah, there was a point where I have a couple different, like, streaming services, okay? I've got the Disney Plus, I've got Netflix, and I've got, like, my biggest one is, like, Discovery, right? That's where all my crime is now. That's where a lot of it is. And I know at one point in the past, we had talked about, things we could do to save here and there, just little thing, like, do we really use it? So we were reevaluating a bunch of stuff. And some of them, we were able to hack and slash. But, like, there were some where it's like, I mean, this service is like $8 a month. And I get a lot from it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Because it's part of the me time. It's part of the reset. Like, I imagine what it would be like if I just didn't have anything, like if my day after day for like a week, where it was just I wake up, I get kids ready for school, I do the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I do the cleanups, I do the bills, I do the running, I do the appointments, the shopping, I do all of this stuff to make sure that everyone else is cared for, kept, and happy, satisfied, all this stuff. And I just, when my kids are asleep, I just go to sleep. Like, what the fuck would you feel like if you didn't have anything in there that brought you back, you know, that calmed the crazy, you know? It's very yucky. It's very gross to think about. So I'm all for people getting I've been told, rather, you know, if I got more sleep, I would have less stress in my life. I could, I'd lose more weight. I would, like all of these benefits of people really trying to push sleep on me, right? Like they're showing up at my house with the Bible or something, you know? I'm not buying it. I mean, I believe you. I really do. But 9.99999 times out of 10, I'm always going to go for that me time in some form or fashion. Even if I'm reading to the point to where I'm down to one eye, you know, when you get that tired where you're down to one eye and you're like, or I'm playing a game and it, my phone smacks me in the face. Okay, well now it's time to go to bed, right? Like I've had my me time. I've held out. Now, okay, fine, I'll go ahead and give in and go to bed. There's nothing wrong with choosing the me time. Sleep is good. But you having something that's to yourself, even if you have to wait till the owl hours of the day or night to get them, there's nothing wrong with it. So don't feel bad. Don't feel guilty. And if it comes down to playing a game, watching a show, reading a book versus folding the fucking laundry at 11 o'clock at night, leave the laundry alone. It'll be there tomorrow. You'll be totally fine. You'll be totally fine. So am I the only one that... I know I'm not the only one that has this thing. And I know I'm not the only one that thinks like this either. Right? Like, it's... That fulfillment bonus is real. Okay? Especially if you have multiple hobbies and things that you can't do. Or at least peacefully do through the day. It's very important that these nighttime hours come and that we just fucking grab them by the balls and like enjoy what we get. Because it's not very long. It's never long enough before we're forced to go to sleep and then wake up and start the shit all over again. So anyway, don't feel bad. Don't feel guilty. All that stuff. This is a good spot to wrap up. This has been episode 22. I cannot believe it. February 3rd. So I guess we will see you back for episode 23 tomorrow. Please like, subscribe, share, all that fun junk. And yeah, you know the drill. We will see you back tomorrow.